Good old Bluehost, one of the most popular shared hosting providers that is recommended by WordPress creators themselves. Being in the market since 2003, it has evolved and changed throughout the years. But what about now? Is Bluehost a modern provider that's actually worth your time? Or is it overpriced fluff? Let's find out in my updated Bluehost review. We should probably start by looking at how Bluehost WordPress plans have changed. While bandwidth is still unmetered here, now you get only 10 gigabytes of SSD with your subscription, and there's no such thing as unlimited websites. However, there aren't a lot of shared hosting projects that would need 50 gigabytes of storage space either way. And to be fair, Bluehost is still a cheap web hosting provider and balances value nicely. You get extra free features or tools included in each plan, like malware scanning tools or staging environment. With the discount link below or the QR code on the screen, you can grab a special $2 starting price for WordPress hosting. And there's a free domain name and SSL certificate included with this option. Now, the choice plan is good for medium-sized websites, while the online store and cloud are for larger business projects. If you're not sure about investing, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you don't really risk anything. All right, some notes for this Bluehost review 2024. If you go with the cheapest plan, your free SSL will only be available for 1 year. After that, it will upgrade to a premium wildcard SSL certificate that of course comes with its own fee. Or you can manually add more through cPanel from Let's Encrypt. I probably don't need to tell you that an SSL is really important. It's the little lock you see that says connection secured. If your site doesn't have one, Google will indicate it as potentially harmful and display this info for the user. And well, users don't like to visit websites that are deemed unsafe, right? So I recommend going with the choice plan right away if you're a complete beginner. One of the biggest criticisms in my Bluehost review 2024 would have to be the lack of automated backups. It does offer free daily ones that for the first year, but after that, you either have to set them up manually, which isn't always easy, or continue paying around $4 a month. I've mentioned this countless times, but backups are the backbone of your security. And most beginners either don't think about them or don't know how to set them up. So having a provider do it automatically basically becomes a safety net for new users. It's a bit of a shame that while lowering the allocated storage space, Bluehost couldn't add simple weekly auto backups, as Hostinger does with all its plans. What is included in Bluehost's more expensive plans is a year of domain privacy. But what's domain privacy? Basically, it hides your personal data from domain registers, minimizing spam. When you register a domain, you have to give your real info, and some of it is visible in the public Whois lookup website. Your data can then be scraped and used for spam calls or emails, and I think everybody in the world would like to have less spam. This isn't unique to Bluehost though. In recent years, more and more providers have offered this feature to negate the rise of online threats. Hostinger, for example, also has this feature. The only con for me with Bluehost is that domain privacy is only free for the first year, and then it's around $2 a month. While it could be free forever, I still highly advise you to grab this feature for a hassle-free experience. Of course, you might not want to build a new website. So Bluehost Web Hosting offers two types of website migration, one free and one paid. If your project isn't complex or large, I recommend going with the free migration. It's quick and painless. It won't transfer everything though, so you'll have to move your emails separately. The premium version of migration moves everything and you get a dedicated team to chat with if needed, but it's really expensive, so it's only viable for big projects. If you want to create a website using, let's say, a simple website builder and not WordPress, you're sort of out of luck. Bluehost is all about WordPress. Even its builder is WordPress integrated, like Elementor or Beaver Builder. I'm a bit mixed about the Bluehost website builder though. It's a nice simple tool that should be easy to manage. However, it lacks customization options and just plain simple variations. It also lagged quite a bit for me. So as a free extra tool, it's great and you should definitely try it out. But as for my recommendation, you should probably just go with Elementor since it's a much more refined tool. But what is refined is Bluehost Hosting Dashboard. That's one of the best control panels for beginners. While Hostinger probably has my favorite way of managing sites, Bluehost is fast, responsive, and focused. You get only the most necessary things without wasting lots of space on upsells or seemingly useless tools. For more advanced users, this panel can feel a bit too simple, but Bluehost got you covered. You can use the good old cPanel to manage each aspect of your website. So in a way, you get the best of both worlds. Beginners can use the custom dashboard, while experts can jump in with cPanel. Let's look at installing a new website. The process is truly simple. Start the setup, enter your info, select the domain and plugins you want to add, and finally, just wait a few seconds. Your new site is up and running. Now, the recommendation from WordPress is not for nothing. If you go to website settings, you can deactivate or uninstall plugins, mess around with different security options, improve performance, or activate a coming soon page. There's also a separate Bluehost plugin built straight into WordPress, and it has even more features. It allows you to reach Bluehost support straight from the dashboard, so there's no need to jump back and forth when needing help. In the store section, you can find your useful info about your online shop if it's powered by WooCommerce. Additionally, the Marketplace tab offers a plethora of add-ons such as SEO plugins and themes. I like that it offers specialized solutions like email migration and Pro SEO Assist. Sure, they cost more. It's always good to have them handy if needed. There are also settings and performance tabs, but I won't go into detail about those. All of this was to show you how good Bluehost controls are and how many useful tools it has for your WordPress website. You should feel right at home whether you are a beginner or an expert. With the easy controls out of the way, is Bluehost good for small business? It's alright, but not perfect. The eCommerce functionality is locked under the online store plan that starts from $10 a month. You do get quite a nice selection of features like gift cards, a wish list, and the ability for your customers to create accounts. The best thing about this plan is that it doesn't limit how many products you can have. In contrast, Hostinger only allows for up to 500 products to be listed, including variations, so Bluehost is quite generous in this regard. But apart from the professional services you can get, there are not a lot of marketing or business tools here. You can integrate Google Ads or list yourself on Google Business, but that's it. Can't really compare to business-oriented providers like GoDaddy, which gives you not only more, but also offers templates for beginners to get the hang of things. So overall, if you're looking just for e-commerce, I can recommend Bluehost for no product limit, but it's lacking for marketing-focused projects. All right, next up in this Bluehost review, we should look at the technical side and check out Bluehost Performance. To put things into perspective, Google recommends a website load within 2.5 seconds for optimal SEO results. However, the average loading time can range from 6 to 10 seconds. We don't just want average. So let's create a WordPress website, add some demo content to it, and see how it fares. I'm using Page Speed Insight to show a lot of different metrics. It's mainly important to get green results, meaning that our site fits within the recommended time. The one we're focusing on is largest contentful paint, and Bluehost loaded in 1.8 seconds. Compared to its biggest challenger, Hostinger is slightly faster, loading in 1.2 seconds. Now, some notes about performance. Bluehost servers are located only in the USA, and that would make it restricted to this side of the world. But now Bluehost includes a free CDN in all plans. All you need to do is activate it in your dashboard. A CDN, or Content Delivery Network, creates copies of your website and distributes them throughout servers around the globe, minimizing the distance and loading times for everyone, basically making your site international. Plus, there's a caching plugin that helps optimize content even further. So while there are faster shared hosting providers, Bluehost has great overall performance as well as some helpful extras. Let's finish off with customer support. Bluehost offers 24/7 support through phone or live chat, as well as having a large knowledge base, and even a free WordPress hosting course academy. Oh, and it offers both international and local phone support. As for the quality of it, it's good. Sometimes on the slower side, but agents helped me out every time. Most importantly, there weren't any "here's a link to an article, go fix the issue yourself" type of support agents. So to sum things up, is Bluehost good in 2024? Yes. I dare say that it's now better than ever. It's not the best web hosting, since there are some hiccups like lack of automatic backups, more expensive renewals, and a few upsells, but it might be the best place for your WordPress website. Lots of extra tools for it, decent performance, and an easy to use dashboard both for beginners and experts. Ultimately, I recommend giving Bluehost a chance. you can always use that money back guarantee. Well, thank you for watching my review of Bluehost. If you have any questions or want to share your experience with Bluehost, leave a comment down below. You can find more of my content on the screen or by subscribing to the Cyber News YouTube channel. That's all from me. I'll see you next time.